Welcome to this special edition of Hannity. I'm Jason Chaffetz in for Sean tonight. I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. Well, today, as part of a 4-day pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas, 24 hostages, including 13 Israelis, have been released from Gaza. Remember, these hostages have been held in Gaza since the Hamas attacks back on October 7th. And after today's release, 240 hostages still reportedly remain captive in Gaza, with an estimated 10 Americans among them. Here now with the latest on the ground in Israel is our very own Jeff Paul. Jeff.
Yeah, good evening, Jason. And we are learning tonight that on top of the 13 people who were released today, we're expecting maybe another 13 could come out tomorrow. But I got to tell you, here on the ground in Israel, the mood is bittersweet, mentioning sort of what you were just saying, that there's more than 200 people who are still being held captive in Gaza. But today was a huge and crucial first step. And if this current ceasefire that went into effect at 7 a.m. on Friday continues, we could start seeing more and more people coming out. Now, here's what we know about what happened today. According to Israeli intelligence, they say 24 hostages were released by Hamas. 13 of them were Israelis. 11 of them were foreign nationals. Now, among the Israelis who were freed, we know that 4 of them were kids, ages ranging from 2 years old to 9 years old. The 9-year-old child actually had his birthday while he was in Gaza being held captive by Hamas. Now, 3 of those people were mothers, 6 of them elderly women. None of them were among the Americans that were being held in there, not at least yet. Now, today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke about the hostage release, saying that he is working on to make sure that everyone is eventually sent home.
I emphasize to you, the families, and to you, the citizens of Israel, we are committed to the return of all our abductees. This is one of the goals of the war, and we are committed to achieving all the goals of the war.
Now, we know that Israeli officials have a list of the names of the people who they are expecting to be released tomorrow, but they have said throughout this entire process, nothing is guaranteed until it happens. Local media here on the ground in Israel saying that among the people who are released tomorrow, they think maybe as many as 8 kids could be released. We're hoping that ceasefire holds, and as long as it does, we're hoping to see more people be released. Jason?
Jeff, amazing reporting. Thank you. Stay safe out there. We appreciate it. All right, joining us now with reaction is Dori Roberts, whose family members were among those released from Hamas captivity today, and former State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus. Thank you both. Dori, it's got to be a bittersweet day. I can't imagine the emotions that are going through what you're feeling, but to have at least 3 of your relatives come home safe, that's got to be good. But you also had an aunt, I believe, who was killed in this terror attack.
Thank you so much, Jason, for having me on the show tonight. And good to see you again, Morgan. I know we were on this show before, and it was a very emotional day back then. And it's a very emotional day for a whole different reason today. We're very happy to receive our family members back home. They're in the hospital right now, going through medical exams, rejoined with their family. It's been a very, very emotional day to all of us to seeing our hostages. Unfortunately, my aunt, Frat Katz, was murdered, and her body was left by the Gaza border. She was murdered in front of her daughter, Doron Katz, who is now back in Israel. And we are very, very happy for those news today. With that, we have a lot of questions that still need to be answered. Were they alone? How they were being treated? Were they had any contact with other hostages? We still have about 218 hostages left in the Gaza Strip held by the Hamas. So we're taking this period of time right now to rejoice and reunited with our families and our loved ones. We're very happy for all those families and all those families who received the loved one. But our goal and our mission is still stay focused and keep our actions and our mission ahead is to bring everybody home safe, all of the 218 left in Gaza Strip, back home to our families, to Israel, and to call this as a complete mission to say that everybody are back home with their family, with their loved ones for the holidays. This is what we're about to do. So we take this time to be happy, but we still have a lot of grief. We lost almost 1,400 lives on October 7th. We now try to rebuild the ones who survived and bring those back to the life they had before October 7th.
And Dori, before we go to Morgan, tell me about your aunt. She was murdered in front of family members on that attack. But tell me about her. What will you remember most about her?
My Aunt Efrati was very sweet. You can see from the picture that she loved nature. She loved travels. She grew up on the kibbutz. Her entire life and community and family was born and raised on the kibbutz. She was a very sweet and kind, very noble, who always found time and attention to give to her kids and her and to us, the family. She held us always close, and she was a sweet, sweet person that I always remember her gentle touch and her capturing smile. Her deep eyes and her beautiful hair was always something that I remember from her. And she's now rest in peace right next to my mom's grave. That's where we met last time about 3.5 months ago, when she was there to support me as we lay down my mom. And I will never forget that moment. Right now, she's buried right next to her. And we're praying that we'll be able to rejoin and bring our family together once again. And hopefully this time to celebrate and not to grieve.
Well, fortunately, your cousin and those two young children, ages 4 and 2, are back and safe, and they've went through some trauma that I can't even imagine. And Morgan, I want to talk to you about look, you're a mom, but you also worked at the State Department. And so I want to kind of talk about the significance of what this is happening, what this is doing, and what this signifies at the diplomatic level, because there is no equivalency in kidnapping a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old and in murdering more than 1,300 people, and what's going on today in this hostage release. It's just beyond fathomable on what's happening on the emotional level, but on the diplomatic level, what are you seeing?
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. And Dori, I just want to say that my heart just rejoices for you and your family to have them back, the mother, the 2 girls. I thought about you guys so much. As our viewers here on Hannity will remember, it was just a few days after the war, whenever you and I were both on Hannity. And at that point, I had actually been in the Middle East. I was headed to Israel. I could not get in. And I had sort of put myself in, war zone, Morgan. And I had not allowed myself to grieve or to think about it. And I had a 2-year-old who actually just turned 3 a few weeks ago. And when I saw those pictures of your nieces and your cousin and your family that night on Hannity, my heart just broke. And I have to tell you, Dori, that I have not forgotten about them. And I promised you on that night that we would pray for your family, that we would fight for your family, and that we would do everything that we could to help get those little girls back. And I got to tell you, I was furiously checking the news today to see who was going to be released, who was going to get out. And the moment that I saw the graphic and saw the pictures of your cousins, of your nieces, that those 2 little girls, those beautiful little girls, were being released, my heart just leapt for joy. I was so happy for your family, so emotional for your family. But as you said, and I'm totally with you on this, we think of the other children. There's an American little girl who I believe just turned 4 in captivity who is still being held hostage by these these awful, brutal terrorists. So we rejoice for the family members who were able to get out today. We pray because we know that it will be a very, very long recovery ahead, mentally and physically, I'm sure, for them. But, you know, the president, this administration, they cannot let their foot off the gas pedal. They must continue to pressure Hamas, Qatar, whomever it takes to now get the Americans home and to get every hostage that we can home. But Dori, I just felt like you and I shared such a special moment early on in the war. And there was times that, I'll be quite honest, that I didn't know if you were going to get them back. But I kept praying, kept hoping, kept believing. And I'm just so thrilled for you and your family today.
Dori Roberts and Morgan Ortagus, thank you for your perspective. Really do appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.